Hello everyone, this is Visual Novel Gamer here, and I'm here for my first video of Kinkoi Golden. I think that's how you say it. I have been away for a while because, well, work has been busy and I got a new computer. A gaming computer, a proper one. So, let's start the prologue right now. Well, I like this art. It's nice and shiny. The hands are drawn really well. I like this. It's definitely gold. That golden color was where it all began. The auroras contained contents of that box marked the start of a golden time. They did it. They said it. That's my gift to you. Ichi. I guess that's my character's name, okay? That was how I was able to speak to that girl. And what sparked my first love. Gold was the only thing I desired. That golden color, a pure, complete, uncontaminated brilliance. Crystal clear and pristine. That was the sort of person I strive to be. Nothing more. Uh-oh. What did I do? I guess Aura is my last name. ... Just once. All I ever wanted was to take one confident step forward and be proud of everything I've done. Not like I wanted to show off. That was never the plan. Well, showing off never does anything good. So. Uh-oh. Hang on tight. I never thought something like this would happen to me. It was easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment sometimes, right? Anyone would have done the same if they thought they were doing the right thing, which was how I got myself mixed up in this mess. No way was I trying to show off. I was simply playing along with this strange turn of events. All I wanted was to be golden. And as a result, and panties already, I found myself sprinting through town with a girl dressed in a beautiful gown in my arms. Look at the guys in the back though. That sounded like a girl. Neither one of these are girls. You said that. Ugh. Stop following me. Didn't this kind of thing happen to everyone? No, I don't think this happened to everyone. Actually, running around with a blonde hair girl in my arms might actually be a rare occurrence. I say very rare, but okay. Still, I don't believe it happened to anyone. I believe it could happen to anyone. I don't think so, but alright. Getting carried away in the heat of the moment. That I could agree with. Letting events transpire where you end up showing off. Emptying your mind and making the most of the golden opportunities presented to you in that moment. By the way, if you want to know how I ended up in this situation, I do. I heard someone shouted while I was walking through town. Mission? Before I had the chance to search for that voice, bang! We ran into each other. Oh, excuse me. This is a cute design. I like it. Ooh, she's wearing a tiara too. That's a big diamond. I thought she was a cute girl at first glance. So did I. Not only was she cute, but her outfit left one hell of an impact. Judging by her outfit, I assume she just came from some sort of ceremony. Upon her head sat a gem-encrusted tiara, which appeared to be quite heavy. To top it all off, she had a gorgeous figure and facial features. More than anything else, I was captivated by her almost otherworldly golden blonde hair. Her long hair was almost as brilliant as the sun itself. But not a moment later. Uh-oh. I, or the girl who bumped into me to be precisely, was surrounded by more than 10 men in black suits. That does not look like a man to me, but alright. Oh, I like her eye color. That blue, I like that. She shot them a hostile glare upon their arrival, and they cautiously stepped towards me. I don't wanna. I don't want anything. Being spoken to in such a rude and pompous tone made me wary. That man had already drawn close, putting his hand into his breast pocket. And just as he received a certain black object, "Come with me." I didn't think I was in the wrong to take that girl by the hand and run away. Well, after giving it some deeper thought, it may have been hasty to assume they were drawing a gun from their breast pocket in a society as gun-averse as Japan. We're legit running away from them. He may have actually put out a transceiver, but either way, I ran for it. Violent-looking men were chasing the girl. Wouldn't anyone would want to assume her safety first? True. As such, I didn't believe I had done anything wrong. Can you not run? She lifted up the hem of her dress, and her heels definitely weren't cut out for running. I don't think heels are cut out for running at all, but... Hang on tight. We'll be in big trouble if she got hurt running in those heels. That much was obvious. As such, I only did what came naturally. I believe I have simply gone with the flow in the heat of the moment, but... Mate! Black suit number 18. Jesus. 43. Princess? Wait, she's a princess? 137. Jesus, how many people are chasing me? There's so many of them. This was a surprising turn of events. In the blink of an eye, what started out as only a handful of men quickly multiplied into the hundreds. Hundreds, Jesus. If this keeps up, I would run out of stamina and they would eventually catch up. ... Was it actually a good idea for me to run away in the first place? She wasn't resisting me in the slightest, so I assume I haven't made the wrong choice, but... Just to make sure, you do want to get away from these people, right? I think I should have asked that question before I picked her up, but... If that's how she felt, then I guess it was okay. Hup. It would be bad if this turned into an endurance contest. I turn off the main road and slip through back alleys, potentially to throw them off. Even though their huge convoy attempted to keep up, we're pushing through. Hang on. She's having fun with all this. I sped up in an instant. Was I showing off by telling her to hang on? I don't think so. Well, whatever.
Sylvie, deluxe melon pan 買えた?
Gal.
あれ?
Huh?
大丈夫かしら?
A little out of breath, I guess. Shit, they're persistent. Isn't there anywhere to hide somewhere nearby? After weaving through the back alleys of the shopping district, we eventually found ourselves near Hanamasi Lake. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh, this spelled trouble. The perfect visibility and lack of roads more or less made us sitting ducks.
隠れるところ。一つ心当たりがあるけど。
Say it already then. Where?
あちらよ。
Why does she look like she's having so much fun with this? Alright. With her guiding the way, we headed towards the lake. We came across a hill near Hanamushi Lake. I think that's how you pronounce it, not sure, but if I'm wrong, correct me, and if I'm wrong, make fun of me. I could care less. Given the abundant thickness, it looked like a great place to hide. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, everyone. My mother called. Alright.
ここまで甘えてしまって恐縮だけど、私一人で走れるわ。
I thought your heels were stopping you from running. But your heels? Yeah, that's what I thought.
この靴じゃね。
Were they lost along the way? She slipped out of my arms, giving me a quick wink. Whoosh! Then removed her heels and hugged them like they were nothing. She rolled up her gown and tied it roughly, securely in place.
さあ、行きましょうか。
Sure. She took no issues with getting her beautiful silk socks dirty, much less rolling up her dress into a ball at her side. An outdated word popped into my mind. Tomboy.
そうそう、忘れてた。自己紹介しなくちゃ。
Yeah, I would call her a tomboy at this point.
シルビアよ。シルビア・ル・クルスクラン。
Sophie La Cruz Crown, I think. Cruz Crown? Chris Crown? Cruz Crown. I don't know how to say that. Right. She introduced herself with a smile while sprinting with all her might. A single glance at her face instantly told me she was a foreigner. The manner in which she curtsied and bowed her head was elegant, all while running.
シルビーと呼んでちょうだい。
Sophie, okay. Oh, it's Aura. Oro. Ichimasa Oro.
ほら、素敵。私の国で黄金という意味だわ。
Gold, okay. Oh, thanks. Sophie seemed pretty chill for someone who was being chased by kidnappers. In any case, we were making our way swiftly down the road. Instantly, where does this path lead? Actually, why was there a road on a desolate hill? Desolate hill? Huh.
到着。
Gates. A school. A massive building had been built on this once empty hill a few years ago. There was a tall, lavish gate that extended behind it. Beyond that, there was a Western-style place that seemed incredibly out of place in Japan. At the very least, I could tell what this building was supposed to be. I should have read what the sign next to the gateway said if I was going to start drawing conclusions. Noble Private Academy. ... So this is where Noble Academy is.
ご存知？
More or less, since I do live in this city. All I knew was that it was a school for the super rich. It had only been around for a couple years, but it had made headlines due to a decent percentage of Japanese politicians and bureaucrats sending their children here. I had heard that it was in the city, but I never knew its exact location. It was unexpectedly close by my house. Come to think of it, I guess I had heard Sophie's name recently. Around April or so, I think. Something about a princess from some country. Did I kidnap a princess? Or save a princess? Were those people her guards? Oh, my character's in a lot of trouble if those were her guards. Was going to enroll in Noble Private Academy starting this year. And I'm betting those were her guards. Oh god, my character is screwed. What a shocker. When I turn around, I discover a woman with unquestionable might burst from the building with an ear-piercing shriek. She must not have had time to open the lock gate and simply leap over it instead. Wait, the gate was at least 3 meters tall. Jesus, she could jump high. As she shouted into the cell phone in her hand, Elaine, I think? Yeah, Miss Elaine.
はい、シルビー様。緊急事態です。今、シルビー様がさらわれたと。
Saying the emergency to the person that just got taken.
は？
I like that face. That's a good face.
エキスナ、ボラルコーチェ。こちら現在学園の門の前。シルビア王女がいらっしゃるのだが。
Oh, she's mad.
私をからかったのではないのだな。わかった。お前たちは後で始末書を出すように。姫様。
So she is a princess.
何をピリピリしているの？おかしなエル。
誘拐されたと聞き、心臓が止まるかと思いました。
So I really did kidnap a princess then. ... I didn't really get it either, but if my intuition was correct, I would likely be in poor standing with this person. No, this was a big misunderstanding. Whoa. Swoosh. I was sent flying before I even had a chance to panic, thus slamming my head into the ground. My wrists were firmly bound and I was arrested. However, my eyes were left spinning the moment I had been hurled. So, what did it matter? This is where I thought as my consciousness faded. All I wanted was to be golden. If there was a girl in distress, I would save her. That was the least I could do. As a result, I played into this foolish escape plan and got knocked out by a girl you couldn't ask for a lamer ending than that. Showing off only caused problems. Absolutely true. Showing off always causes problems. ...
シルビア様、シルビア・ル・クルス・クラウン、ソルティレージュ・シサー様は
Sylvie La Cross Crown Sortine Seisu-san? Seisu, is that the World War II guy, I think? I think that's the World War II guy's name. The one from Finland, I think? I'm not sure.
誉れ高きソルティレージュ王国王家シスア家のご息女であらせられる
You're a princess.
日本風に言うとそうなるわね。
ソルティレージュ国の第9王女、すなわち我が祖国ソルティレージュの司法とも呼ぶべきお方なのだが、そのことは知っていたか？
First I ever heard of it.
そうか。ではひとまず腕を取るのはやめよう。ボラルコーチェ、剣を離せ。
My guy looks like he's a freaking about to die right now. Like, look at this. I'm tied up, completely bounded. And the only thing shown is my head. This is a good picture, though.
Hi.
The old man who had practically bound me from head to toe weighted me down and backed away with his saber drawn.
もうエルったらボラルコーチェにエキスナも誤解だと言ってるでしょ
Yes, this was a complete misunderstanding. Please let me go. Yeah, you tell her. It had taken every ounce of strength up to this point to not wet myself. While I was unconscious, they had tied me up and carried me into a room inside the academy. A large fraction of my earlier black-suited pursuers gathered around me in a small room. With at least 100 more outside, it was probably safe to assume that there was no escape. They were likely irritated that I had shaken off such a huge force and glared at me harshly. My only ally.
彼は私が襲われていると勘違いして助けてくれた。それだけよ。
Help me, princess, please. Was this girl. It was a stroke of good luck that this princess, who was under the care of these black-suited men, was at my side.
しかしシルビア王女はそう見せかけて本気でたばかる気だったかも。
あ、それはあるかも。
No, please don't think like that. She wasn't very reliable, though. The leader of the black-suited men had a scary look in her eyes, as she was the only one not wearing a simple black suit, but some foreign-looking grub. Could it be a rubber? It was plateable, soft, with custom-tailored seams. It was designed not to hinder her movement, yet still protect her body with its large metal plating. My guy's just staring at her boobs, isn't he? Wouldn't that make it armor, though? Which meant that it meant that the long, slender hanging from her waist was likely a saber, and that she was carrying a sword. Scary.
なんですジロジロと見て。
Well, was that sword legit? I wanted to ask, but was terrified of the answer.
エルは美人だから殿方は見ちゃうわよね。
I don't think this is the time to joke around, Sophie.
シルビー様。
That wasn't really it. But yeah, I could guess she was gorgeous. I like her design.
紹介するわ、オーラ。こちらこの駅士のエロイナ・ディ・カバレロイスタ。エルと呼んで。
Sorry. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Oh no, I almost set up.
私のそうね、一番のお友達よ。
Best friend. Good to know. A pleasure. Hironi. Nope, let's not make fun of her name. She was carrying a blade and all. So then Sophie-san.
さん。
Oh. Sama, then. That was probably more
そん
formal.
なかしこまらなくて結構よ。気軽にシルビーと呼んでほしいわ。
I don't think it's time to just call you by your name. Then Sophie. Oh. Sama.
もう
Royalty. That word sounded like it came straight out of a fantasy, but it was actually a relatively common system in the world around us. We had an imperial family in Japan ourselves, and while you can call it a democracy, the politicians were all like royals, who concentrated their authority under a single lineage ever since the Meiji Restoration. Swordlini was also a name that I have heard of before. They were a small but powerful nation located in northern Europe, and was said to wield immense clout through their trade within the EU. I had read about them on various news sites, and the royal Swordlini family was supposedly the biggest Japanese philosopher in Europe. There had been some talk of a princess studying abroad recently. Oh, that must have been Sophie-san. Anyway, that makes you a princess. Which means these guys are your bodyguards, right?
え、 みんな私の頼れる護衛従者よ。
So I did kidnap her in front of her bodyguards then.
我らはソルティレージュ王室を代々お守りする騎士員のものだ。
Oh, I'm so screwed then. Nice. Yeah, another word that came straight out of a fantasy. Elison's outfit did invoke a certain knightly impression though. Upon closer inspection, I could see how sharply dressed the black-suited individuals were. They had an orderly air to them that screamed modern-day knights. Not a single one of them looked like a kidnapper. I was a moron for jumping to conclusions. Yes, I was.
騎士員のみんなはすごく優秀なのよ。交通網とともに外交の広がった20世紀以降ですら王室に危険が及んだことなんて一度もないくらい。
歴々の誇りを汚さぬよう我らも精進いたします。
だから私も安心なの。私は王室といっても第9王女。王位継承権にはだいぶ遠いのだけれど。
Oh, so she doesn't have a good chance to even get the throne, since she's ninth princess.
でもみんな私の護衛のために家族を国に置いて日本語までマスターしてついてきてくれたのよ。
我らはソルティレージュに忠誠を誓った者。
I still like this guy's design and her eyes.
シルビア様のお身のためならば国境の壁などあってなきがごとく。
シルビア王女万歳
This is great.
王女様万歳
They're funny.
えへん。
And she's just eating it up. That was some impressive charisma. They all seem to admire her regardless of her social standing. Being a Japanese person, it didn't quite hit me that this was what royalty and guards were like. The sudden realization only piqued my interest further. So, what happened earlier? Anyone would be concerned after their citywide barter. Bender.
あれは
So you're saying that I'm guessing this is all Sylvie's fault.
そうでした。それも聞かないと。シルビー様、お昼休みに学園を抜け出してどこへ行かれていたのです？
She turned away with an uneasy look on her face. ... She snuck out of the academy during lunch. The royals and knights who were straight out of a fantasy, sending other lines you could find in an everyday school-based manga.
確かなことは申せませんが、シルビア様が常々近くのパン屋のメロンパンに興味をお持ちでしたこと、本日突然昼食はいらぬと申し出しましたこと。
So you're saying this whole thing started because of melon bread? For real, she snuck out for melon bread? Couldn't she have ordered someone to do that for her? Get it for her?
昨日そのパン屋が美味しかったと話されていた語学友の妃様と一緒に抜け出していたことに鑑みますに。
And I'm assuming that maybe that's the girl we ran past when I was carrying her.
シルビー様。
Oh, I like that. That was cool.
え
Yeah, she's definitely an airhead.
それで抜け出したシルビア様を追跡し、見つけまして戻るようお伝えしたところ、予想外に抵抗されたのでございます。
市松さんが来たのがちょうどそこですね。
I was pretty embarrassed for showing off and making a break for it at that time.
だってまだ変えてなかったんだもの。あと30秒待ってくれればよかったのに。
And she's stuck playing that she didn't get it.
昼休みとはいえ学園を抜け出すこと、加えて買い食い、どちらも学則に違反します。
So you're saying that my life could possibly be in danger all over melon bread? Oh god, my character. Oh god, what's gonna happen to me? Couldn't you just buy it on your way home?
あのお店のメロンパンはすごい人気なの。3時を過ぎたらほぼ売り切れちゃってるのよ。
Yeah, then why couldn't she just... order someone to get it for her then.
買いに行くのが難しいというお気持ちはわかりますが、だったらエキスナにでも命じればよろしいのでは。
Exactly. Why couldn't she just do that?
あ、その手があったわね。
And she didn't even think of that. That's why. She's an airhead. She's an airhead. ... If that were the case, then why was I still being held captive and tied up into a little ball? The tremendous amount of effort being wasted into the amount in that moment left me exhausted. Well, I understand what I did now. In a nutshell, I have showed off and barred my way into a world I was never meant to interact with. Will I be charged for kidnapping?
そうなります。
Great.
オーラルコーチェン、凝結剤の用意はできていますか？腕は落としても命までは取らぬように。
Wait, losing my arm?
心得ております。
Hold on a second. I finally got a handle on the situation, but I could seriously do without the blades. The older man especially had his sword drawn the entire time. I understand I made a mistake, but you're in the wrong here too. I was only worried for her safety. Don't you see that? Please see it. I don't want to lose my arm.
そうよみんな。オールはいい人だと思うわ。
Help me, princess, please. It would be a huge problem if I lose an arm over this. I pleaded my case desperately. The black-suited guards hadn't turned on me yet, thanks to Sophie-san backing me up, but...
ことはそう単純ではありません。
Excuse me?
我らもバカではない。誤解であろうことは分かっています。だが、あろうで判断するわけにはいかないから、現在機構の身の上を精査しているところです。
My personal history. Uh-oh. Does that mean they're going through my internet history? Please don't tell me that. Investigating me.
現在まで入っている情報では、名前は市松王子。
Oro. The last character on my name can be read as Ron. Ron?
失敬。市松王路殿。
いい名前よね。
I do like that name.
縁起が良いですな。
Good omen. What do you mean? Ojo probably would have been an even better omen though, since that would translate to the Japanese word for prince.
おお、英語で言うプリンスを日本では王子というのだったわね。
No idea. I don't know Japanese. Not that it really matters though. More importantly, I was worried how deep their investigation was going to go, especially with how much effort they were putting into comprehending the characters in my name. The document Emily's-son was pursuing was densely worded. It only had been around half an hour. Just how in-depth had their investigation into my private life gone?
市松王路。宗教的、経済的に特に危険思想らしき面は見られない。
I am completely normal, please believe me. Luckily, they generally seemed willing to listen to reason. They were doing their jobs as Sophie-san's bodyguards, but confirming I wasn't the sort of person who would correspond or abduct a member of their royal family. Looks like I was safe. I was an ordinary commoner, as utterly peaceful as could be. Just a young man, the sort you could find anywhere.
先日インターネット通販で父親のパスを使って18金のゲームを購入していますね。
Uh-oh. An adult game. Uh-oh.
黒きバラの姫騎士ローザ、クッ殺せ、純真な姫は多くの種汁になど屈しない。何ですこれは。
What does that mean? Oh god.
種汁？
And the airhead just thinks about wide eye. Whales had some impressive intelligence gathering capabilities.
女性を凌辱することを主題に置いたゲームですな。
Please don't say anything, old man. Uh-oh.
貴様、シルビア様に近づいた理由はそれか。
Absolutely not. It's not like that. Being a typical young man had certainly backfired on me.
王女にその理 左側しいことをしようという思想はあるのだろう。
I mean, on an extraordinary generic level, but not enough that I would actually consider it. Also, it was because she was a princess knight. The princess part was a bonus. Her primary attribute was of being a female knight. I don't think my guy should have said that.
Huh?
Yeah, he shouldn't have said that. Probably shouldn't have told a legitimate female knight that. It's a huge misunderstanding.
ねえエキスナ、両辱って何？
And there's the
知ら
air,
ない日本語だわ。
and there's the airhead on the side not understanding.
不明です。日本語は難しいですね。調べちゃダメですよ。
You don't have to look it up.
ボラルコーチ、剣技はいかほどです。この男は腕を取るべきか。
Please speak reason, princess. Please don't.
まあまあ落ち着いてください部隊長殿。若い男のこれぐらいが賊というものです。
Thank you, old man. Luckily, the older man intervened.
それにこのゲームなかなか評判がよろしいようですぞ。ほうほうシナリオ担当はチクタク塾。良いご趣味をされてますな。
Thank you, old man. My taste is excellent. Thank you. This gentleman was pretty in the know-how. Huh.
人気に押されてという面もございましょう。これだけで人格を判断するのはいささか乱暴かと。
Thank you for saving me, old man.
まあいい。まだ剣技は不十分としておきます。
Okay. What was perhaps the wisdom that came with age that calmed me down?
父上の ID を使うのはいかがかと思いますがな。
I apologize for that. This was too typical for any young man.
他には特になし。
The scope of her investigation didn't appear to have turned up anything especially suspicious since she sat the documents face down.
だがこれは
Oh god, what else? She was still suspicious of me. This time her eyes darted towards my confiscated belongings. At least I searched my pockets, revealing my wallet, smartphone, house key, and
あら、チョコボーロ。
chocolate bolo. I bought those at the convenience store earlier. They were ordinary sweets.
いいわねチョコボーロ。私も大好きよ。
Those eyes were adorable.
でも変ね。パッケージが赤いわ。
いちご味？おかしい。チョコボールはナッツとキャラメル味しかないはずです。違法な薬の梱包にお菓子を偽ったパックを使うのは運び屋の常套手段。
That face. I still love it. But she thinks I'm a smuggler now? Come on. Strawberry, green tea, and other flavors are regularly available in Japan. They might have only exported limited variations overseas, though.
そうなんだ。あー10年ぶりの日本だけど知らなかったわ。ねえオーロ、お一ついいかしら。
Go ahead. And she eats one in front of all her knights. She really is an airhead.
おいしい。
That's too cute, though.
姫様、いけません。ペンしてペン。
That was a cute too. ... This is turning into more of a comedy skit by the second, but I was still all wrapped up with a gigantic saber laid beside me.
久しぶりねチョコボーロ。
昔からお好きでしたな。そういえば。
ジーヤにはよく無理を言ってたくさん買ってこさせたわよね。私この子大好きなの。ユロちゃん、かわいい。
She poked at the character at the packaging, which resembled a round baby chick. It was most important that she had taken a liking to it, circumstances aside. After After eating a couple of pieces, she put it back with my belongings.
ねえエル、私やっぱりどう考えてもオールが悪い人だとは思えないわ。
The chocolate works. She's on my side completely now.
だってあんなに楽しかったのは初めてだもの。殿方に連れられて街を逃避行だなんて。
You all saw that look she gave me, right? Why did she give me that kind of look? Whisk away.
はあ。
Whisk away. The way she put it kind of made me blush.
まあ悪い人でないというのは根拠のない直感だけど、まず彼とあんなことになったのは私が彼にぶつかりに行ったからよ。みんな見ていたわよね。
Please tell the truth, everyone.
はい。
それに誘拐犯なら逃げ道くらい用意するでしょうに、私に言われた通りこの学園へやってきたのよ。
Yes, all that.
それも途中から私を離して一人で走らせて。はい、これが証拠よ。
She gently lifted the hem of her skirt and revealed her beat-up, holy socks from running on the concrete.
以上。こんな愉快な誘拐犯さんがいるかしら。
I don't know. I'm not a kidnapper, so I can't answer that question. That's right. Not only had she saved me, but she was offering up a well-reasoned defense while keeping her cool. Despite her absent-minded behavior, airhead, she's 100% airhead, her mind remained sharp. However,
シルビア様、ですからこれはそう単純な問題ではありません。
why can't it be that simple? What? Her defense sounded flawless to me. Not only was Sophie batting for me, but all the black-suited guards surrounding us were witnesses. But
シルビア様のおっしゃることはもっともではある。思想背景の調査は途中だが、これはもう形骸的なものだと考えていい。姫騎士の件はともかく。
yeah, please forget about that. I apologize for that.
問題は事実として、貴公の手でシルビア様が我ら護衛を務める騎士院から強奪されたことにあります。
From a misunderstanding, a true misunderstanding.
例えば貴公が花屋から花を盗んだとしよう。わざと一輪ポケットに突っ込んで店を出た。これは紛れもなく罪です。
Yes.
ですが、ふと落ちた花が一輪ポケットに入ってしまい、貴公が気づかずに店を出る。これもまた罪であることに変わりはないのです。
I guess so. Good. Now that she mentioned it.
無論花屋のことであれば、気づいた時点で引き返し、現物を戻せば罪には問われまい。だが、王族に同じことをすれば、それは極刑に値します。
Capital punishment. Uh-oh. ... Well, even in Japan, I'm sure the cops will show up if someone kidnapped a little kid and turn themselves in later, claiming it was all a mix-up. I understood her logic.
我ら騎士院の伝統に従えば、王族をかどわかした者の刑罰で最も軽いものは利き腕の没収です。
Can you please not do that?
いかがかな？
I wish you would spare me. I get where she was coming from, but I sooner not have my life or arm taken from me.
私も嫌よエル。腕を取るなんて血がすごく出るわ。
I would bleed a ton since I would be losing an arm.
シルビー様ならそうおっしゃられるでしょう。ですが、エキスナ、公安はどうなった？
The authorities?
もういいと言っても市松さんの情報をどんどん送ってくる。収まりそうにありません。あなた2週間前にもエッチなゲームを買ってるわね。やりすぎじゃない？
I bought another one 2 weeks ago beforehand? That's totally normal. Hey, wait a second. When you say the authorities, do you mean the police?
ああ、貴公が逃げた時、この国の警察も同時に動いている。
貴公のしたことはれっきとした国際問題ですからな。
Full-fledged international incident. Uh-oh. That makes sense.
留学時の取り決めで 王族に気球の事態があれば、日本警察は超法規的に我々に裁量権を委ねるため、現時点で機構の身は我々に委ねられています。だがシルビア様のおっしゃる通り、機構を無罪放免とすれば、今度は日本の公安が機構を捕まえることになる。
So I'm screwed no matter what I do then at this point.
超法規的措置を放棄するわけですからな。当然今度は日本の警察が裁きにかかるわけです。
What? This had turned into a major incident before I even knew it. Why is that?
我らが超法規的な存在、つまり日本警察の関与しない存在だからです。
Okay.
でなければ公安は対面上、機構を取り囲んでいる我々を拉致暴行未遂としてしょっぴかねばなりませんからな。
True, if I was innocent, this would amount to a mob violence. They would all be guilty of crimes of their own.
我々と日本警察は裁量を共通しないわけです。我々があなたを無実にしても、日本警察はあなたを無実にはしません。国賓への拉致誘拐事件の容疑者、それが我々の裁量を外れた時点での日本警察にとってのあなたの立場です。
Dot dot dot. But couldn't the police also find me innocent?
ならんでしょうな。あなたが国賓を捕まえて逃げたのは確かですから。
Oh.
日本の刑法には詳しくない。他国の王室に誘拐の権利がかかることをしたことで、機構にどんな罪状が課せられるかは知らない。
しかし日本国の対面上、国際関係を重視して誘拐犯のことは最低でもシルビア様がご卒業され国に帰るまでの間は外に出さぬでしょうな。
Oh, so I either lose an arm or I'm in jail for a long time. I'm completely screwed.
取り調べの形でシルビア様ご卒業まであと1年半。特例措置として延々交留延長し続けて、罪状をどうするかはその後ね。
Please give me a break. I assume they meant I would be thrown in jail. My life would be harsher than a reform school and I'll be all alone. Losing a year and a half of my life would be rough, and I definitely wouldn't want
だ
that.
から今困っています。腕と交流、どっちがいい？
Neither. That went beyond ultimately. There was no way I could choose.
公安から寄せられた彼の情報が揃いましたけど、やはり問題のある思想は見られませんね。
ということはやはりあれは善意からの逃避行。我らも責めたくはないのですが。
Could you just let me go then?
外に出たら公安に捕まりますよ。
Please let me stay here. What a dilemma. I guess getting the approval of everyone here wasn't enough. With that, Sophie put her fingers against her chin and said, Come on, Airhead, please think of something smart. Please help me.
エキスナ、公安の方々には何て伝えたの？
あ？正体不明の男に王女様がかどわかされたと。
そう。
Okay, that sounds bad.
じゃあ、こういうのはどうかしら。
Alright, let's hear it, Princess. Sophie-san plopped her hands together.
オーロ、あなた、このノーブル学園の生徒にならない？
A student? No, I see where she's going with this. This is actually pretty smart. Huh?
あなたは今日転入する手はずだったの。それで私はあなたを案内してあげたのよ。正体不明の男でなく、お友達なの。私を連れ去った男は。
Yes, that could work. I think that could work.
ジーヤたちはそれを勘違いした。で、ちょっと恥ずかしい立場になってしまうけど。
我らの恥は問題ではございません。シルビア様のお気持ち一つにございます。
じゃあ、あとはオーロの気持ち一つね。
Yes, let me join your school, please.
どうかしら、オーロ。
Moving in. Wasn't the school for the super rich? It may have been a sudden suggestion, but it was economically questionable. ... More than that, I wasn't in a position to really consider going to school anymore.
ダメなの？
What, am I fully graduated with school already? Well, I...
腕か交流か転入です。
Move in, please. I don't want to lose any of that. I'll move in. Perfect. I'm smart. When she put it that way, I had no choice but to give the immediate answer.
やったこれでオーラはクラスメートね。
She's so cute. She actually used her head. Thank you. Everyone around us looked a bit puzzled, but...
ジーヤ、手続きはよろしく。
Sophie-san had already made up her mind. With that, the army of black-suited guards surrounding us.
了解しました。そのように処置いたします。
She saved me. Thank you so much, Sophie.
お願い。
はい。
すべてはシルビア様の望む通りに。
They dispersed looking like they approved. It appeared that this princess' orders were absolute. Things were still a little chaotic, but given me peace of mind that the old man with the saber had left. Additionally, judging by her visible elevation, Sophie-san seemed much more relaxed and stress-free.
参ったな。
Thank you. She saved me. Later.
シルビー様、午後の授業始まっています。お早く。
はいはい。
Ellie-san urged Sylvie-san along before rushing off. Come to think of it, it was just before 2 p.m. Less than 2 hours had passed since I ran off with a princess during a lunch break. It had been a very eventful hour. ... It was almost nostalgic as I haven't been using my time wisely lately.
市松様、日本警察への伝達が済みました。外に出ても結構です。
Thank you, old man. Thank you. Thank goodness. A large weight had been lifted from my shoulders. Even though I was still surrounded by men in black suits, the old man was no longer carrying his sword. It looked like I imagined to escape this crisis unscratched. In exchange for moving into the school, that is. ... I'm gonna ask this again. Just be sure. I think this is supposed to be need to be sure. But I'm seriously going to attend this school.
手続きは私どもで済ませます。入試の類も免除していただきましょう。追っては煩わせません。
Yeah, it doesn't sound like her character was that smart overall.
シルビア様がそう望まれ、あなたも肯定した以上、保護にするのは避けていただきたいですな。
Yeah, I think it's a little too late to go back on my word at this point. Oof. It was a little unsettling considering how sudden all of this was, but...
まあよろしいではありませんか。年齢もちょうどのようですし。
Oh, I'm around the same age. So I haven't graduated school yet then.
市松様は前の学園はもう退学なさっていますでしょう。
Oh, I dropped out of my last school. That's what it was. ... Yeah. They looked into everything, huh? That was why I was strolling around town in the middle of the weekday afternoon. Sophie seemed to have snuck out of school, but I wasn't attending classes in the first place.
それが労せず日本有数のエリート校に入れたと思えばむしろ得だとは思いませんか？
Yeah, when she puts it that way.
将来進学や就職を考えても良い工程ですぞ。日本国は出身校が特に就職に極めて重要だそうで。
Again, everything they're saying makes sense. They have a point. Perhaps I should start thinking about my future. I was attending this city's leading school for idiots before dropping out. Transferring to a noble academy was a huge step up. It wasn't like I had any lingering attachments to my last school, anyway. Well, thank you for taking care of me all the same.
はい。明日までに転入手続きは済ませておきます。
I really like this girl's eyes, the blue. With that, the old man's expression, which had been largely unreadable until now, broke into a broad smile.
これで先ほどの行為は明確にシルビア様によるお友達のための道案内ということになりました。
Thank God.
追いかけ回し、まして取り調べにかけた非礼、どうぞお許しください。
Both of them bowed deeply. Wait, you don't need to do that. I knew they were just being courteous and going along with the story they cooked up, but it was still unsettling. However, neither of them rose their head.
どうか謝罪をお受けください。勘違いしてシルビア様の友人を追いかけるなど、我らソルティレージ騎士員の沽券に関わる恥です。
私めの若い自分であれば、こんな失態があれば当該の責任者である副長、この私めの腕を取って献上するところですが。
Really? Sorry, just give me 1 second. What?
冗談です。
I like this guy. He's got jokes. He seems really friendly too, overall. He lifted his head with a laugh. That scared me. They mentioned something like that earlier too. If it were a joke, then I wish they'd knock it off. Weren't they sensitivities different from those of Japanese people?
感覚が日本人とは違うとお思いですかな。
What, is this guy reading my mind? Not at all. He saw straight through me. What a mystery, old man.
確かに感覚は違うやもしれませんな。日本人でしたら腹を切るところでしょう。
That is from a different era. That was an exaggeration, even if you went back in era. Or so I thought, but...
しかし違う感覚は文化だけ。我々も心根は日本人と、少なくともこの学園の建てられた意義と同じであることをくれぐれもご留意ください。
Sir?
あらゆる諸者諸行にはすべからく責任が伴います。人が生まれ生きる上で無駄なことなど何一つない。それがこのノーブル学園の根底だからこそ、シルビア様はご留学をお決めになった。
I agreed with this statement right here. There is always meaning in someone's birth and life. I 100% agree with that meaning.
無駄な時間などない。あらゆる時間に腕を取られ、腹を切るくらいの価値を見出してくださいませ。姫様のご友人であればなおさら。
Right, he replied with a serious look on his face. I was left bewildered, unsure of what he was saying. Well, nothing is meaningless. Those words really struck a chord with me. Then...
で、やっぱ遅れちゃった。
Oh, it's the girl from earlier.
おや、妃様。もう授業は始まっておりますよ。
I was right. This was the girl from earlier, the one we ran past.
あー、ジーヤさん。ジース。もう、シルビー見つかったなら早く教えてよ。探したよ。
失礼を。しかし私どもはあなた様まで外にいることは知らない手はずでしたゆえ。
Look at that face. Adorable.
チェー。その人誰？新しい騎士さん？
編入生にございます。明日より妃様にとっても号泣の語学友になられます。
The girl eyed me closely. Looks like I'm doing the same thing to her, though. Oh, she got a love thing in her hair? That's cool. Was she a student here, too? After dealing with a princess and a lady knight, I was under the impression only rich girls attend this school, given its elite nature, but she kind of looked like an ordinary tender girl.
あれ？自分さっき街にいなかった？
Uh-oh. Huh?
ほら、1時間くらい前、駅前のナックでシェイク買ってたっしょ。私の前に並んでたよ。
Yeah, I was at the NCDs before running into Sophie's home, but I don't recall anyone lining up behind me though.
覚えてるよ。平日の昼間なのに学校行ってないのかなって思って。なんだよ、転入かよ。じゃあ今日は手続き的なのだったのね。
Yeah, I guess so. You could say it that way. That was how it turned out. Just a short time ago, 2 men in black suits were forcing a smile.
私レイナ、木崎レイナね。よろ。
Reina. Kisuke Reina. Nice to meet you. Yeah, likewise. I'm Oro. Ichimasa Oro.
オーロね、覚えた。
Reina smiled wide. Unlike the princess of beauty, Sophie-san or Ellie, she has a cute, ordinary face filled with Japanese charm.
と、授業 B は。じゃあ、ジエさんにオーロ。鳥間、挨拶までってことで。
See you later, Reina. She gave us a quick wink and turned around.
ああ、妃様。
はい。あ、
When he called out to her, Reina quickly realized what she was holding. It would be pretty bad if she walked into class with candy. Of course, she had candy.
あー。ヘイ、オーロ。パス。
She handed it over.
あげる。裾上げ。
お裾分け。
Would you like a piece, the old man?
それそれ。じゃ
And away she went. All she left in her wake was a round candy with teeth marks in it. ... Is it really okay for a princess to attend a school like this?
シルビア様の望んだことです。
Alright, this looks like a good place to stop for today. I am Visual Novel Gamer, and if you have any questions, leave a comment. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.